Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Tyler Rose. This is Tyler Rose TV. I appreciate you guys for watching and subscribing. This has been a great past couple of months for the channel. As far as growth goes, I appreciate everybody out there for real. Y'all know how much it means. But anyhow, I ain't getting all soft on y'all. I'm just here to talk some hoops today. So today's video, what we got is Austin Rivers. I'm about to say Austin Reeves. That's the only Austin that's been relevant for the past couple of seasons, I should say. Anyhow, what he was talking about was Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and how they score the basketball, how efficiency has changed. And I think he made a lot of great points. So I'm not going to say too much. I want y'all to watch these clips and then, of course, leave a comment what you think. And, of course, you got to stay to hear what I got to say. Let's roll the clips.
Didn't. Okay. So LeBron's number one, but his game doesn't match a prototypical score. It's also not sexy. LeBron's game is built
that's why no one puts him right into that.
LeBron's game is built on force, sheer will, dedication, his mind, his IQ, the way he's able to dissect and control a game, power above anything else. He wills himself to the basket. Now, as he's gotten older, you got to give the guy credit. He's become a better and better jump shooter. It's crazy. He's going to retire probably being the best jump shooter he's ever been. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. What you got to give credit to his work ethic. You don't do that by not getting in the lab. But his game has never been a sexy score. When you think of that, you think of the fadeaway. You think of the post up. You think of, mid range for one. Being able to get to a spot on the floor and hit a game winner. Bag work. That's what people prototypically put. That's why like James Harden, you think of him going to ISO, twin his legs 2 or 3 times. So it's a complicated thing to talk about because are we talking about results or are we talking about the aesthetic? Yeah. Because if we're talking results, LeBron scored more than anybody, guys. All right? If you're talking about the aesthetic, then you're going to go off someone that looks like they're a more polished scorer, who's more skilled on the offensive scoring side. For instance, LeBron has scored more points than Kevin. Kevin can score in a much more variety of ways than LeBron. Yeah. You can argue with the wall, but that's just the truth. LeBron doesn't have half the offensive bag that Kevin has. But LeBron has been so dominant at the things he does do offensively, he hasn't needed it. He's been a freight train his whole entire career. You know what I mean? Karl Malone wasn't doing in and out crossover step backs, but he's all time. He's up there too. He's like 3rd or 3rd or 4th on the scoring list. Right. So if it shows if you're really great at one thing, Kareem had a hook shot, had a shot you couldn't block, then you can score a lot of points. Does that make you the best scorer of all time? I don't agree with that. No.
Yeah. Well, what LeBron and Kevin have over, let's say, Kobe and MJ was the efficiency part of it. I saw a stat that Kevin hasn't led his team in shot attempts since 2018. That's great. Kevin Durant's not leading his team in shot
My only
attempts.
problem with that is the evolution of the game has really brought up the importance of analytics and percentages. Not to say they didn't matter before, but they just didn't as much. All right. Our whole game now is predicated off numbers, whereas before it was an eye test thing. People didn't care that Iverson would have 30 on 30 shots. They'd be like, man, Iverson was dominant tonight. Now, if you do that, you get crucified for it. They'd be like, man.
Yeah, like remember Kobe in 2010 against your Pops, Game 7? I think it was like 8 for 25 from the field, but they won. Obviously, they won, so I overshot everything, but you didn't hear a lot of criticism and blame. Like, he got carried to a title. Like, if that was today.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
And that's where,
All right, so that last clip there. Bro, just because you had a bad efficiency scoring night doesn't mean you get carried. I mean, Kobe averaged 10 more points than the second best scorer on the team, which was Pau Gasol. So first off, we're just going to leave that there. But here's what we're going to get into. He makes valid points about LeBron's scoring. And as when he speaks about, the way he shoots the basketball, right? The thing about with LeBron is that he really has improved. Now, I know you're going to be like, oh, shit, Tyler freaking giving LeBron flowers. I'm going to give people flowers. I ain't a hater. I know y'all LeBron fans comment on my videos thinking I'm a hater. Bro, I ain't a hater. LeBron can score the ball. It ain't pretty like Austin Rivers said. It just ain't pretty. But the reason and the problem I have is that we're going talking about LeBron in the sense of his scoring ability as he's a great scorer. I wouldn't call him a great scorer. I think he gets the job done, just like Shaq and Giannis get the job done, right? But they're more bully, more physical, and they get the job done that way, right? But here's the problem I have when we talk about this efficiency, and then when we talk about GOATs and all this stuff, when we try to bring in the fact that he's the all-time leading scorer as to create a case. Now, of course, Kevin Durant does have a better bag. He can do more on the offensive end as far as ways to score the basketball, and that's not to take away what LeBron does, because he's still able to be efficient, which is, I mean, I guess a big thing now, but he's also being able to score. But here's the problem I have with LeBron's game is that there's a weakness in his game. There's a weakness in LeBron's game. Now, I'm going to roll a clip of Robert Horry. This is what he had to say about the 2007 NBA Finals.
What was LeBron like then?
LeBron wasn't the jump shooter or the knockdown three. He was more of a drive guy. He'd get by you, big body, jump over you. And that whole game plan was like, we going to double team. Every time he come off a pick and roll, we going to double team him. And then it's almost like the water boy. Because if you had Mike Brown over there on the other side, every play they ran were our plays in San Antonio. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You can't run floppy down. That's our play.
You can't,
floppy side, that's our play.
Wedge roll, you can't run roll, none of that.
You can't run that. He ran almost every play that San Antonio ran, and we look like, damn, this is going to be the easiest scout.
Yeah.
And that's all we did. That's why we was able to sweep them, man. And then that's when, I think Ilgauskas was trying to be a fucking three-point shooter. He didn't want to go to the paint. You're an all-star. Now all of a sudden you playing against Tim, you want to shoot threes and you can't shoot threes. And it was just one of the easiest championships to win, man.
As you can see, LeBron had a weakness in his game. When I think about scorers don't have weaknesses in their game. Kobe does not have a weakness in his game. Michael Jordan does not have a weakness in his game. Carmelo Anthony does not have a weakness in his game. Trace McGrady does not have a weakness in his offensive game. Kevin Durant does not have a weakness in his offensive game. When players have weaknesses in their game, shooting and free throw shooting, those are LeBron's Achilles heel. His shot has gotten better, so like I said, I gave him credit for it. But what Austin Rivers said, I knew I was going to happen. That's very true. It's not a pretty way. It's more of a physical way. It's a freight train, and it works. He's able to win, right? He's able to win games. He's able to accumulate scoring. But the problem I have is that a lot of people want to use the scoring and the efficiency and the longevity in the GOAT conversation. But I never heard anybody use that for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem was the leader all time of scoring, and he had one dominant move, which is a hook shot. No one said he was the best scorer. No one said he's one of the top 5 best scorers. Because you play the game a long time and you're able to be physically more dominant, it does not necessarily make you the greatest of all time, and it does not make you the best scorer of all time. The way you're able to score, the different things you bring to the offensive end, that to me makes you the best scorer. But if there's a weakness and there's a niche in your armor, then you can't be the best scorer. Now, the whole efficiency thing is very true. I mean, we look back at those days in the early 2000s. I used to watch Kobe and AI. They used to put up a lot of shots. And those are my favorite players until Melo came in the league, too. Then that's my third favorite player. Melo, AI, Kobe. Those are my favorite players of always. These guys shot the ball. And it's okay to shoot the basketball. And until recent years, we just started to bring up this efficiency and these advanced stats. And there's nothing wrong with advanced stats, but the problem is we put too much weight on it now. And I wouldn't say we, because I don't put too much weight on it. But the problem is when you always bring it up, when we're trying to have conversations, it doesn't tell the whole story. Because, like I said, Jokic has the best plus minus over Jordan. Is he the best player of all time? No, it doesn't make you the best player of all time. It's an interesting stat, but it doesn't tell the whole story. And a lot of things on the stat sheet that don't show up there can make you a great basketball player. And if we're stuck on numbers, then we're never going to give credit or even see the eye test in which we used to use back in the day before advanced stats came out. We used the eye test. You're the dominant player. You have hunger. You have a dog. You're a leader. You have work ethic. These things also count besides just plus minus. So I appreciate, Austin Rivers for sharing a lot of these insights, because the problem is we can't continue to beat people as far as fans and the audiences on ESPN and Fox. We can't continue to beat people in the head with these advanced metrics and expect fans to, also have an opinion that's outside of stats all the time. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, if we continue to just push this narrative of stats, advanced stats, efficiency, and all this stuff, to say a player is better because he doesn't take as many shots as another player, or because, X, Y, and Z, or the advanced metrics, then we're no longer allowing fans to just be like, what I'm witnessing, what I'm watching, this player is better. That player is better. Not because he shoots 50% and someone else shoots 45%. No, it's because he's a better basketball player. I see him defend. I see him hustle. I see his game. I see what he's able to bring to the court. And that's what makes him better. It's not just because he's efficient. And that's the problem that I have with modern basketball. So that's all I really got to say with today's video. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Was Austin Rivers right? Do you disagree with him? Do you agree with him? And like I said, just leave your comment down below. I thought this video would be cool to talk about. Something that I enjoy is talking about basketball. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and hit the bell. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Peace.